I started my career actually in New York, and for various reasons, including the costs in New York, etc., very early on I decided I wanted to explore alternatives to New York. Came to a conclusion after thinking it through. There were 4 cities I was interested in. Miami was one of them. For a lot of reasons, it made sense to come down to Miami first. Came down for a week of interviews, came back with 6 offers, and picked one, and I joined what was then the Fine Jacobson firm. It has been on the basis of hard looking at the business of law, because the business of law is also important. So we don't grow for the sake of growth, but to serve clients both in their industry and as they need us geographically, and strategic acquisitions when appropriate. Well, over the course of my career, I've only been with 3 law firms. So one in New York, and as I said, I joined Fine Jacobson when I came down here. I was the 8th lawyer, and we grew to over 80 lawyers. And then that firm imploded in 1994, as a number of the older Miami law firms had imploded, because frankly, I don't think we focused enough on the business of law. And so the challenge to me was transitioning to another law firm, Holland. Being chair of the chamber is very interesting. You go into the year with an agenda that you've worked out, and all of a sudden, everything changes. I mentioned the high-speed rail before. In point of fact, I hadn't focused on it. It wasn't on my radar. And 2 or 3 weeks into my term, we were invited. Representatives of both the Tampa and the Orlando business communities came over, asked our help in trying to get the money from the federal government for the high-speed rail. We were going to Washington as one of our regular chamber trips. About 3 weeks later, we were able to arrange a meeting with Secretary LaHood, which, collapsing the story, led to Florida being granted the $2.5 billion. In 2 respects, I would advise new chamber members to focus, among other things, on 2 things. 1, the people you're going to meet, you will find that if you stay active in the community, these are the people you're going to be dealing with over the course of your career. They don't have to be in your company, they don't have to be in your profession, but you will find the contacts. The people I started dealing with when I was just starting out in the chamber went on to be the bank presidents, university presidents, etc. I got to know them through the chamber. That's one thing. The second, keep your ears open, be alert to things that are of interest to you. Don't do something for the sake of doing it. Work in an area that you're interested in. Well, as I said to you, I have always been, I can think back to junior high school, interested in photography, but really only on vacation. And so over the years, I've had a series of cameras. And when we're on vacation, when I'm traveling, I love to take photos. And as you can see in this office and elsewhere around the firm, I've taken a lot of photos over the years. I can go on a trip and take 1,500 photos.